Hey guys, good evening, and welcome back again to your Unacademy NEET English channel. So, can you quickly let me know in the chats if all of you can hear me? If I'm perfectly audible, visible to every one of you. Can you let me know quickly in the chats if all of you can hear me? If I'm perfectly audible and visible to every one of you. Good evening, people. Good evening, and welcome back. Good evening, and welcome back. Just quickly give me some green signal in the chats if all of you can hear me. If I am perfectly audible and visible to every one of you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. So, my dear students, as you all must be knowing, today it's going to be the complete orientation session of the Phoenix 2.0 batch. Okay. I'll give you all the details about the Phoenix 2.0 batch, which we are starting tomorrow. Right? First of all, for those students who do not know what Phoenix batch is all about, my dear students, Phoenix batch is basically dedicated for all the NEET 2027 aspirants. It is the batch which is completely dedicated for all the NEET 2027 aspirants. Whether you are writing the NEET 2027 for the first time, second time, third time, does not matter. Okay? Whether it's going to be your first attempt, second attempt, third attempt, does not matter. Right? So this Phoenix batch is dedicated for all the NEET 2027 aspirants. Okay? Now, my dear students, before giving you all the details about this Phoenix batch, which we are starting tomorrow on Unacademy platform. Okay? Since thousands of students have already joined in, that's great. Tomorrow we are going to have the first class. By the way, the first class we are going to take on YouTube tomorrow, by the way. Okay? The ones who do not know, the first class of the Phoenix 2.0 batch is already live on the channel, and that I'll be taking tomorrow on this particular channel at 9 p.m. Okay, the first class we are going to take on the YouTube itself. Now, the point is, students were continuously asking me, sir, what is different this year in the Phoenix 2.0 batch? Let me give you a quick update about what is different in the Phoenix 2.0 batch, my dear students. Since the first thing which you all must be knowing, the level of the NEET examination has increased. It's not the same anymore. I would say the level of the NEET examination now is 3 to 4 times more than that of JEE Mains level. I hope you know that now. The level of the NEET examination now is 3 to 4 times more than that of JEE Mains level, less than JEE Advanced level. Earlier, what students used to do? When students used to prepare for the NEET examination, the concepts which they used to discuss, the concepts which they used to study, particularly in the subject physics, my dear students, the concepts used to be of surface level basically. Okay, they did not go deep into the concepts when it comes to the old strategy of the NEET examination in the physics subject. Perfect. The concepts which students used to do, they used to do the concepts only up to surface level. No deep understanding of the concept. Now, my dear students, since the level has increased, now in the NEET, they are particularly asking about the conceptual understanding of the things, right? So this year, my dear students, in the Phoenix batch, we are going to mainly focus on the depth of the concepts, right? We are going to focus on the depth of the concepts this year in the Phoenix 2.0 batch. Number one. My dear students, number two. Earlier, what students used to do, when they used to solve the questions, particularly in physics, majority of the students, they used to do 70% easy questions in the chapter and 30% used to be moderate questions. Okay? Now, my dear students, if you are planning to do this, if you are planning to do 70% easy questions in the chapter and 30% moderate questions, things are not going to work. Let me tell you this year what we are going to focus upon in the subject physics. We are going to focus upon 25% easy questions, 50% moderate questions, and 25% very, very, very tough questions. This is going to be our strategy in physics as well as physical chemistry. For example, I'll be starting the first chapter tomorrow. That is the mole concept. In the mole concept, whatever questions I'll be solving in the class, almost like 300 to 400 questions I'll be solving in the class itself, in the mole concept chapter, out of which 25% will be easy questions, right? 50% will be moderate questions, and 25% will be tough questions. Tough question means of JEE Advanced Standard, right? All these things will be taken care of in the Phoenix 2.0 batch this year, my dear students, because we have to be prepared for the worst now. We do not know what is going to be the level of the examination in the 2027. We have to prepare for the worst. We have to prepare for the toughest paper, my dear students, if it comes in the year 2027. So all those things are incorporated. And my dear students, till now, what students used to do, they used to only follow the coaching modules. They just used to solve the coaching modules. But my dear students, only coaching modules are not going to help now. You will have to solve some standard books. You will have to solve some standard books in physics, in chemistry as well. For example, in physics, you have to go for H.C. Verma. Now you have to go for H.C. Verma at any cost, my dear students. If not H.C. Verma, then go for D.C. Pandey. In physical chemistry, apart from the material, apart from the coaching material, my dear students, apart from the study material, what you guys are going to do, you guys are going to follow a book in physical chemistry as well. What is that? That is N. Awasthi. I hope all of you would have heard this particular name before. In physical chemistry, only coaching module is not going to help. You would have seen this year's physical chemistry paper. It was amazing, right? It was tough when it comes to students' perspective. So this year, my dear students, you will have to solve N. Awasthi as well. And all the standard questions of N. Awasthi, all the coaching material, right? Be it the easy level questions, difficult level questions, right? Very, very difficult level questions. Everything will be solved in the class itself, in the Phoenix 2.0 batch. Okay? And my dear students, as I told you, this year we are going to focus on the NEET advanced material, right? Till now it used to be NEET. Now it's going to be NEET advanced, I would say, right? Wherein the content is going to be 2 to 3 steps more than 2 to 3 steps up as compared to the earlier NEET examination. See, in the Phoenix 2.0 batch, we'll be starting every single thing from basics itself. For example, I'm starting a chapter tomorrow. Perfect. I'll be starting from the scratch. I'll be assuming you have not studied the chapter before. I'll be starting from a dot. Okay, but slowly, I'll raise its level. And I'll raise its level to 3 to 4 times more than that of JEE Mains examination. That's not the only thing which is going to happen in chemistry. No, same thing is going to happen in physics as well, right? Every single chapter will be started from the scratch. We'll keep one thing in mind, that you have not studied the chapter before, and slowly we'll keep on increasing the level of our lectures, right? We'll keep on increasing the level of the content during the sessions. Perfect. So you need not to worry about anything. You need not to worry about everything. Every single thing will be start from basics. Will be start from scratch. Slowly things will be raised up. The level is going to be raised up. And we are going to take you to the NEET advanced level for sure in the upcoming 6 to 7 months, my dear students. Okay. And till now, a lot of students used to think that few months are enough to crack this particular examination. My dear students, you have seen those students who just prepared for 3 to 4 months before the examination, right? They could not qualify it. But those students who remain consistent for one complete year, they are the ones who are scoring 560. They are the ones who are scoring 610, 620, right? They are the ones. So 3 to 4 months is not going to be enough to crack this examination now. One complete year, my dear students, almost some 10 months will be required to crack this particular examination. And in those 10 months, my dear students, you have to remain consistent, right? You will have to study for 10 to 12 hours every single day. You will have to study for 10 to 12 hours every single day. Then only it's going to be possible to crack this examination. Otherwise, if you are thinking that you'll study for 2-3 hours every single day, right? Nothing is going to happen with that. Okay? You will have to increase the study time. Okay? You will have to study for 10 to 12 hours every single day. Now you must be thinking, whether do we have to watch the lectures for 10 to 12 hours every single day? No, my dear students. On a given day, you don't have to watch the lectures for 12 hours. No. What you have to do exactly is, I'm telling you 10 to 12 hours in total on a given day you have to do. Okay? In these 10 to 12 hours, I would say 5 to 6 hours will go with the live classes in the batch, and the remaining 6 hours will go for self-study. So 5 to 6 hours you will give with the live classes every day. Okay? And apart from that, almost 6 hours you will have to give for the self-study, my dear students. Okay? Now the point is, what do we have to do in the self-study? See, as you all must be knowing, in the Phoenix 2.0 batch, which we are starting from tomorrow is my first live class. I would want everyone to join tomorrow at 9 p.m. Okay? You know, in this batch, my dear students, we are going to keep 3 classes live every single day. Okay? Every single day, there'll be 3 classes. There'll be 3 classes. One for physics, one for chemistry, one for biology. The duration of the live lecture will be 1.5 hours, as I've told you already. Now, my dear students, what you have to do in this self-study hours, you just have to focus on your classes. First of all, for example, you are starting from tomorrow. correct? You have watched the lectures. Okay, you're done with this 5 to 6 hours classes. Okay, the self-study time. In the self-study time, you have to open your notes again. You have to open your notes again. Okay, whatever questions your teacher solved in the class, you have to solve the same questions again without seeing the solution. Okay. After that, my dear students, the DPP which we are going to provide you, which is going to be the NEET advanced level DPP for sure, you just solve that DPP after the class. And after that, just go for the study material solving for first almost some 10 days. Perfect. For first 10 days, this is the simple process which you are supposed to follow. Okay. My dear students, again, let me repeat the same thing. After you are done watching the live lectures on a given day, in the self-study time, you have to open your notes once, just revise them once, okay? Solve the same questions again which your teacher solved in the class. Perfect. After that, DPP solving. After that, study material which we are going to give you, that you have to do. This is something which you are going to follow for the first 10 days, okay? Just for the first 10 days. And after these 10 days, my dear students, lot of things will be added over here. Like NCRT reading, NCRT in-text questions, NCRT exercise questions, PYQs of JEE mains, PYQs of AIEEE examination. Okay? Lot more things will be added after 10 days. First 10 days, we are going to take it very smooth. We are going to start very smooth, my dear students. Okay? It should not be a burden to you. We'll start slowly, and slowly we are going to raise the level. It should not be like, we'll tell you on the first day itself, let's solve these JEE advanced questions. No, we are not going to do that. Slowly, we are going to raise the things up. Okay, you need not to worry about anything. For the first 10 days, just follow this particular process. That's more than sufficient. But this is the process which you are not going to follow in one subject, in all the subjects, in all the subjects, my dear students. Okay, perfect. So tomorrow is the first live class. Perfect. And all those students who do not know what this Phoenix batch exactly is all about, let me give you the quick idea of what all things we are going to do. Okay. My dear students, the batch starting date is tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to start the batch. Thousands of students have already enrolled. The ones who still would want to get enrolled under my mentorship, get enrolled as soon as possible. There's a link in the description box. I'll show you how do we get enrolled at the end of the session, right? Now, my dear students, what you have to do. So first of all, on 30th of June, that means tomorrow we are starting the batch. Your entire syllabus of physics, chemistry, biology will be getting completed by December end or maximum by 15th of January. Okay. So December end is the deadline to complete the syllabus. I'm just keeping plus minus 15 days, right? Okay. My dear students, all the chapters, be it in physics, be it in chemistry, be it in biology, all the chapters would be started from the basics, from the scratch. We'll assume as if you have not studied the chapter before. Okay. We'll assume as if you have not studied the chapter before, my dear students. So you need not to worry about it. A lot of students must be thinking, okay, what if teacher start teaching from higher concepts? No, we are not going to directly jump into higher concepts. We'll start from the basics, from the scratch. Slowly, the level is going to be raised up, right? All the theory, all the problem patterns which can be asked in a chapter, right? All those problem patterns we are going to cover in the class itself, okay? We are not going to tell you just solve this on your own, just solve that on your own. No, majority of the things, I would say 70% of the things will be done in the class itself, okay? 70% of the things will be done in the class itself. My dear students, the study material which we are going to provide you, you have to focus on that study material. Okay, that study material contains exercise 1 questions, level 1 questions, level 2 questions, level 3 questions. Like this, you'll be getting the study material if you're taking the Iconic subscription, right? You'll be getting almost some 23 booklets, my dear students. And in every booklet, you'll find the level 1 questions, level 2 questions, level 3 questions. You will have to work upon them. Perfect. And I believe after watching the lecture in the batch, you would be able to solve 70% of this module on your own. The remaining 30% which will be left, that we are going to solve with you in the doubt solving sessions. Okay. Perfect. So this will be completely done. This will be completely solved in the class itself. 70%, you would be, first of all, after watching the live lectures, you would be in a position to solve 70% on its own. That's my assurance to you. But after that, the 30% which will be remaining in this, right? We are going to solve that together in the classes itself. Okay. My dear students, the DPPs which we are going to provide you, you have to properly focus on those DPPs, right? Properly, you have to focus on those DPPs. Do not avoid solving DPPs. See, more the questions you are going to solve this year, better is going to be your rank. Just keep this thing in mind. Okay? My dear students, more the questions which you are going to solve this year, right? More the questions you solve, better is going to be your rank in the NEET 2027 examination for sure. Okay? And lesser the questions you solve, lesser is going to be your rank. Okay? Lesser is going to be your rank. Now, my dear students, the mock tests, you need not to worry about the tests as well. After every 14 days, after every 21 days, you will have to write the test. For example, in 14 days, I'll be teaching you like some chapters in my subject. Similarly, same in physics, same in biology, right? For example, in 14 days, we are studying almost like some 10 chapters, let's say. Okay? And you will have to write the test of those 10 chapters after 14 days. The test is again going to be level up. The test is again going to be level up. It's not going to be that same easy NEET level. No. The level up tests you are going to be writing. And those tests you are going to be writing in the CBT mode, computer-based test. Okay? And my dear students, as I told you, 3 live classes every day on an average. The duration of every live class will be 1.5 hours. Now you must be thinking, what if I was not able to join the live session? You will be having the access to the recordings of all the sessions as well. You need not worry about that. And my dear students, the best part is you are getting one-on-one mentorship here. Basically, after you write the tests, as I told you, after every 14 days, you'll be getting the test. Okay? We'll be analyzing your results. We'll be analyzing your scores. After that, we are going to have the mentorship sessions by means of which we'll keep on telling you all the time where you are lagging, how you can improve your scores, right? Where the problem lies in the calculation, where the problem lies in the conceptual clarity. Every single thing will be happening in those mentorship sessions, right? Which we are going to take one-on-one with all of you. Okay? My dear students, again, entry in the special rankers group. There will be a special rankers group also created, right? Based on your test results. Perfect. Okay, you'll be getting the entry to that. So make sure you do amazing in the test as well. Okay. And my dear students, for one complete year, you are going to be under my guidance, under my mentorship. Okay. So you'll be having, 24/7, you can contact me, right? I'll let you know in the tomorrow session how you can contact me personally. Okay. And I'll be with you for one complete year, my dear. Perfect. And the best part is, if you are taking the Unacademy subscription, be it the Plus subscription or Iconic subscription, let me tell you, you'll be having the access to all the badges of Unacademy. What is meant by all the badges of Unacademy? My dear students, first of all, let me tell you, this year, for the NEET 2027 students, we are not starting only one batch. No. This is one of the batch which is started by Seep ma'am with her team. One more batch you can see Garima ma'am with her team. One more batch you can see Acid sir, AKM sir with their team. One more batch, this is my batch with my team in English language. This is one more batch, my batch in English language. Basically, I'm starting 2 batches this year for NEET 2027 aspect, right? One with separate team, one with separate team. Perfect. So once you take the Plus subscription or Iconic subscription, you'll be having the access to all these batches. Perfect. There are basically a lot of students, who want to select the teachers on their own, who, for example, want to study chemistry from this particular batch. They can do that. They want to study physics from this batch. They can do that. They want to study biology from this batch. They can do that. So students basically have got the access for all these batches. Perfect. All these batches. And my dear students, what is the best thing which we have over here in the Plus and Iconic subscription for the NEET 2027 aspirants? This is the team. These are the top-notch educators of the country. Let me tell you, you would have seen all the faces on YouTube. You can Google their names. You'll understand who they are, right? So my dear students, you'll be having the access to the lectures of all these amazing educators. Perfect. If you are taking the Plus and Iconic subscription, right? Now, first of all, in the Phoenix 2.0, as I told you, learn from India's top educators, daily 3 hours of doubt solving rooms. So basically, this is something very interesting, my dear students. What is this? Daily 3 hours of doubt solving rooms. Every day, there'll be 3 doubt solving sessions. Every day, there'll be 3 doubt solving sessions, right? You'll be given, there will be a particular timing for physics doubt solving, chemistry doubt solving, biology doubt solving. Every single day, 3 sessions. Perfect. So during the live lecture, if you face any sort of difficulty in understanding, you can first of all ask your educator during the live session itself. If you're not convinced, right, then you can join these doubt solving rooms. Every day there'll be 3 doubt solving sessions. One for physics, one for chemistry, one for biology. This one more way of getting your doubts cleared, which is very important. And my dear students, this is something, as I told you, something very important, access to all the batches. And in the month of January and February, perfect, we start the crash course batches as well for the students, for the NEET 2027 aspirants. Perfect. You guys will be having the access to those crash course batches as well, that too free of cost. You do not have to pay anything for those crash course batches. They are included. So in the month of January, February, we start the crash course batches on the Unacademy platform. You'll be having the access to those batches as well. Perfect. You don't have to pay anything extra for those crash course batches. Live classes will be there, interactive live classes, right? Special curated test series, as I told you already. Perfect. Digital notes and study material. Perfect. And my dear students, apart from all this, I know there will be a lot of students who would be wanting an extra test series. There are a lot of students like that. Apart from the batch tests, which are going to happen after every 14 days, after every 21 days. Perfect. Apart from that, if you want to join one more test series, a separate test series, you can do that. You can do that. My dear students, you can get offline computer-based test. Perfect. You can do that. While enrolling, there is an option of taking this all offline computer-based test. What is this offline computer-based test? My dear students, in this offline CPD, in this offline CBT, we have got 28 tests in total. The schedule will be provided to you, and you can write the CBT in the offline format. Basically, you can go to the nearest Unacademy center and you can write the test. Well, Unacademy has kept an option for online CBT as well. Well, you can write the test at home also. You should have a laptop or a tab in front of you, keeping your audio video on, right? So that AI will monitor you whether you are not doing any sort of cheating during the exam. You are not opening the different tabs, right? Moving your pupils and all. AI takes care of that completely. Perfect. So you can get the online CBT as well, right? Now the point is, how do we enroll into this particular batch? Before telling you about how do we enroll into all these batches by taking Plus or Iconic subscription, I told you in the month of January, February, what do? We start a crash course batch, right? You'll be having the access to the crash course batch as well, free of cost. Perfect. And also, in the last 2 months, we'll be doing one more revision on YouTube, right? This crash course will be started in the platform, Unacademy app, right? And one more crash course at the end in the month of April, I must say, that we'll be doing on YouTube. So technically, we are not going to focus more on YouTube this year. We are going to focus more on the batches. This particular batch, the Phoenix 2.0, which is definitely going to be the result-oriented batch, my dear students. Now, the point is, how do we get enrolled here? See, first of all, my dear students, the video which you guys are currently watching, perfect. In the description of this video, you'll find a link. Join Plus Iconic under Wassim Sir's mentorship. And there is one more link. Join Iconic Pro. Now, what's the difference between Iconic Pro and Plus? For example, I'm clicking on this link. Well, after clicking on the first link, my dear students, automatically I'll be directed to this particular page. Here I'll be having two options. Either I'll have to go for Plus subscription or Iconic subscription. My dear students, what is the difference between Plus and Iconic? First of all, in the Plus subscription, you get study material. First of all, in the Plus subscription or in the Iconic subscription, you'll be having the access to all the batches, which I showed you. Whatever things I told you, you'll be having access to all of them. Either you join Plus or Iconic. Now, what is the difference between Plus and Iconic? In Plus and Iconic, all the things I showed you till now, you'll be having the access to all of them, right? Now, what is extra in Iconic? In Iconic subscription, you get study material in the form of booklets, and these booklets will be delivered to your houses. Whereas in Plus subscription, you get study material in the PDF format. That's the most important difference. If you take the Plus subscription, study material will be provided to you in the PDF format. If you take the Iconic subscription, study material, these 23 booklets will be delivered to your houses, right? That is the major difference. And in Iconic subscription, there are more frequent one-on-one mentorship sessions, basically. Okay. Now, my dear students, for example, if you are taking, let's say, Plus, you'll have to select the 12 months plan, right? And you can use the code Wassim if you want to be under my mentorship, WSSIM, right? Click on continue. After continuing, my dear students, here there is an option which is kept for you. If you want to take the CBT online or CBT offline, right? You can edit over here, CBT online or CBT offline. In both CBT online and offline, there are 28 tests which will be providing you. One you'll have to write in the offline format in the nearest Unacademy center. One you can write at home. That I told you already. You can add any of these, right? And click on continue. After clicking on continue, my dear students, you are having the access to all the things which I told you till now in just 4699. This is not something which you have to pay monthly, my dear. It's the cost of one complete year, right? A lot of people are saying NEET will happen in 2 phases. There'll be NEET prelims, NEET advanced, NEET mains, like that. Don't worry about the nature of the examination. Whatever is the nature of the examination does not matter. You just have to pay 4699 for one complete year, right? And all these features which I told you till now, you'll be having them. Now, what do we have to do? You just have to put your mobile number on which you'll be getting the OTP. And after you get the OTP, put that OTP, do the payment and get enrolled. into the batch, my dear students. Well, the cost of the plus subscription, I told you it's 4699. Now the point is, what is the cost of Iconic subscription? Let me show you the cost of Iconic subscription as well. My dear students, if you are going for Iconic here, right, select the 12 months plan, click on continue. In Iconic subscription, you are getting the Iconic subscription, my dear students. Without the CBT, you are getting it for, let's exactly check how much it is. It is 12,999, right? This is the Iconic subscription cost. Perfect. And if you are taking Iconic Pro, there is plus, Iconic and Iconic Pro. If you are taking Iconic Pro, first of all, in Iconic Pro, you do not have to pay for CBT mode as well, right? CBT will be free of cost for all of you if you are taking the Iconic subscription. Perfect. Perfect, my dear students. I believe all the things are clear till here. Okay, so let's kickstart the preparation from tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, there is one session scheduled, and the first session that I'll be taking tomorrow only at 9 p.m. on this channel itself. The first session we always take on YouTube. Perfect. So let's join tomorrow exactly at 9 p.m. my dear students on this particular channel itself, and let's kickstart the preparation for the NEET 2027. And tomorrow only you'll understand the level of the content which you'll be getting. Okay, right? For J&K students, the batch is starting on 4th of June for J&K students. All right, people? And let's kickstart the preparation from tomorrow then. Okay, I would want you guys to be regular from tomorrow, and let's kill it this time with an amazing content, students. Okay? Chalo. I'll see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Till then, you guys take care. God bless you all. See you all, guys. Bye-bye.